In this video, we're going to create a script for the camera movement. So the first thing we want to do is click on our scripts folder. If it doesn't exist, create one. I'm going to say create JavaScript. We call it game core because this will probably be where a lot of the other actions for the game happen. Let's start by setting a few variables. We're going to need one to reference the camera holder of type game object, and then one to store the camera's default position of type vector 3, and then in the start function we'll set the references for those variables. Let's do actually if no holder exists, then we'll attempt to find it using this function. And then we want to set the default position variable to the holder's starting position. Alright, that is that. So basically the way we'll be moving the camera is through raycasting, and I'm going to be using a function called screen point to ray. So let's create the code for that. And this accepts input from the mouse position and turns it into a point in 3D space that we can use for positioning. Call this one hit. Movement of type raycast, hit. And then here's where we actually cast the ray. I'm going to supply the variable we created here. And hit movement to store the hit info. And now we're going to look to see if this hit information exists, and check to see if there's been any input. If so, then we're going to set our target variable, which we have not declared yet, so let's go ahead and declare that. It's type vector 3. And that's going to be where the cursor is actually. Supply its point for X. And then for the Y, we're going to use our default position variable and add that to the hit points Y value. Lastly, we need the Z coordinate. Without this value, the holder would just go straight to the ground point, so you'd get a camera underneath the ground. So that's basically just pushing it up to where it needs to be. Now, in order to move this, all we have to do is set the holder's position to the target. Sorry for my bad typing. Let's save that. Let's go back to Unity, make sure we don't have any errors. Ooh, looks like we got a few. Oh, here we go. That's a vector, so we're just grabbing the Y. That should take care of the error. Oh, it can't, huh? Oh, that's because we need to check the collider. There we go. Oh, we also need to add a collider to our terrain because it's not colliding. The raycast isn't colliding with anything. So I'm going to make sure these elements have colliders. Let's try that again. Still nothing. Oh, we forgot to attach the script. So let's make sure our game core script is attached to the camera. Here we go. Okay. Okay, guys. Sorry. There we have it. We have some camera movement now. Very nice. But it could be fancier. I think we need to smooth the movement now, and we can do that pretty easily using a built-in function called smooth damp. So let's move this out into the main update function, and we're going to apply smooth damp function, input camera position, the target position, the velocity, and the time. And we have not declared these variables yet, so let's declare those. And our velocity, time, 0. Nope, that's wrong. Let's save it. There, ooh. Much better. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.